To our next story, let me state that the two-wheeled motor vehicle offering a compact and agile form of transportation, often with better fuel efficiency than cars, is the motorcycle. They vary in types based on their design and intended use. Now, the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, specifically the Foreign Trade in Goods Statistics, has revealed that as much as 146.1 billion naira has been spent on motorcycle importation in the first 3 months of 2025. The bulk of these imported cycles, filled with auxiliary motor, petrol fuel, and the 50 to 250 cc capacity engine, came from India. Ours is to give context to this development, BKO.
Yes, it's significant because in the same period last year, we imported 117.46 billion worth of motorcycles.
Yeah.
You can see that this is a significant improvement from 117.46 billion to 146 billion. And this is also coming in spite of the fact that states are banning the use of motorcycles on their highways, on many, in fact, some have banned them outright.
Yeah.
In Kano, you can only ride a bike if you are the only one, which means it's your own personal.
You don't carry
commercial motorcycling is banned since the Boko Haram era in Kano State, because Boko Haram used to use motorcycles for for murdering people and then getting away. Yes, something similar to drive-by shooting. They were using it, so government had to say, okay, we are banning Okada. And in Kano, so if you want to move around, you use the the tricycles.
Lagos here.
Lagos in many parts, especially on the highways.
Yeah,
they've been banned. But in some communities where you really don't have taxis and buses, they are still being used to move people.
They're useful,
especially in the rural areas. Now, the significant thing is, in spite of the ban, more and more people are buying motorbikes. And the reason is a lot of artisans, people who trained to be tilers, to be painters, they are, even for organizers, they are now resorting to motorcycle riding
as a means
for money.
Commercial
motorcycling is what they've chosen. They've left their own original trade to now take to riding Okada. And that's why many people, when they want to build houses, they go and bring people from Togo, people from Benin Republic. Our own people is a big problem. Apart from motorcycle riding that our people are taking to, POS business. Everybody wants to do POS business.
Almost every street.
Everybody wants to do POS business now. Because what's the point? You are buying money. You are selling money to people. It was during the, 2 years ago, during the Naira scarcity that this thing boomed. But now it has come to stay. People rather do that now than wait endlessly for jobs that are not there. So, and we have assembly plants here. For motorcycles, but a lot of them are not patronized. Bandits. This is their major means of navigating the forest.
That's it.
Bandits can move on the Honda bike is their favorite. They can move from Niger to Zamfara. You can imagine how big it is. Move from Niger to Zamfara on bike. And even sometimes, when you have about 100 of them invading a place, they will kidnap people and move them on those bikes. So there is demand, and a lot of the demand is from these bandits. Because whether we like it or not, banditry has become a big business in our country. Something that we have to do something about. So in the first quarter of 2023, the importation bill on motorcycles was 38.5 billion. But it reduced in the second quarter, to to 31.2 billion. And then it rose to 96.1 billion in the third quarter, while it came to 84.9 billion in the fourth quarter. In total, 251 billion was spent on motorcycle importation in 2023. So, there's a trend that we have established here. People are buying motorcycles. Some of them will give to someone to ride. Do you know that some of those motorcycles make money more than even buses?
Oh, yeah.
Commercial buses. I'm telling you.
Short shuttles and so on.
Yes.
You know.
We take 500 naira in some cases. You are back, you take another person.
Okay.
They are doing, so people are investing in them, buying them, and then handing over to those who will ride. The person riding will then give you an agreed sum of money at the end of every day. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So some people now would rather invest, buy like 10, give them out, you know, to people to ride on their behalf, and then make returns. So this is why the motorcycles have become really indispensable in our country, especially in this semi-rural and rural areas. Okay.
Yeah, well, you know, we can talk about the European countries. Yeah. Many of them, the bike is like a veritable alternative, you know. In nearby Benin here, there's a track for motorcyclists. Sure. So the bike has come to stay here.
Well,
so it seems.
It's a very unfortunate thing because you have to look at the negative and positive aspects.
Okay.
Like Babagide said, we are losing our artisans, you know, to the drive for quick money. I want to be a Okada rider. I know I can make about 5,000 naira, 3,000 a day. And I think even now we have about 3 organizations that are registered, associations of Okada riders. That shows that it has been legitimized. I know that Okada as a means of transport was not a popular thing in Nigeria. In Calabar in those days, they used to call it Akauke.
When we started it, you people were laughing at us.
Yes, laughing at us, but it has become a... So I think one of the reasons is also because the poor transportation system, railway systems, especially in rural areas, you know, for agricultural products, inaccessible areas, difficult terrain. So a lot of people need to resort to motorcycles. I'm really worried about the impact it's having on our artisans, because artisans play a very important role, you know, in developing the economy. Just like I said, if you are looking for bricklayers now, you go and pick Togolese. It's not as if they are better than us in terms of skill, but our people are just not available to do the job. Yes. People who are into tailoring, they abandon it because they go into Okada. So I think we need to look at this issue critically and see how much money we are spending to import motorcycles.
This is in the hope that we are not too far from home.
Yeah, so if we are able to even have the industry here, or invest this money in you know, other more decent form of transport, I think it will be a very... And these days now, even though states are phasing out Okada riders, you are also seeing emergence of courier services who employ courier, you know, to transport mails and all sort of things. So I think
the delivery system too.
Yeah, so I think we need to look at our transportation system. I don't think on the long run that is good for us. If you go to Igbobi orthopedic hospital, you see people who are victims of, you know, so it's not the best way for us to address our. So I hope in the future, the government will look at this.
It's supposed to be a kind of stopgap.
A stopgap. It shouldn't be a permanent thing that we should not, you know, be part of integrating into our transport system.
And they are very reckless.
Very reckless.
They have what my boss, Dakwalon Yomi, called a laissez-faire attitude to life.
Yeah.
Especially the ones in Kano. But Kano now is been banned. If anybody told me that Okada could be banned in Kano, I would have argued. But they banned it, and the ban has come to stay. Yeah. Because outside Lagos, no place in Nigeria had the number of Okada that we had in Kano. Yes, at the point they even had far more than Lagos.
Wow.
But suddenly, it was banned in response to the threat from Boko Haram. It has come to stay, and we've seen other states too, many states too, have banned it. You know, even in the southeast. I don't think Okada should be a permanent thing, you know. But just as Fashola said back then, He said he will only implement a law. He said he will only be happy to come with a law that he's sure can be implemented.
Yeah.
If anyone gets up today to say, oh, Okada, we are going to ban you from every part of Lagos.
No,
of course it will not work.
Gradual.
It will not work.
It's a gradual thing.
It's a gradual thing.
And of course, a replacement.
And you can replace them with taxes.
Yeah.
That's it.
That was what your former governor Akpabio did back then. He bought beautiful looking taxes for them, and he replaced them with replaced Okada with those taxes. Today,
but now tricycles have taken over.
Yes.
That's an advancement on autocycles.
On Okada, of course. They call them, in some parts of Southeast Asia, they are still popular. They call them motorcycle taxi.
Yeah.
That's what they call them, motorcycle taxi. You know, but for us, if not for the difficulty in accessing some communities, I don't think we would have had to use Okada in the first place.
All right, so
it provides employment for a lot of our people.
And engagement. Employment and engagement too.
Yes, and that's why you cannot push too hard. Because those guys will say, no, they don't like us.
Even some civil servants, policemen and soldiers, after work, that's what they do.
Yes.
Yeah.
To augment their living.
Reminds me of a slogan during late President Muhammadu Buhari's first coming, when the war against indiscipline targeted bribery. A policeman say, they tell the policeman, don't chop bribe. He say, okay, if I no chop, how I go chop? So, the